So apparently I have a superpower, and it kind of sucks. Pretty fucked up, huh? Hey nobodies, it's me here once again, here with my co-host Mr. Nobody. And today I'm going to be talking about a superpower that I supposedly have. Because apparently, according to normal people, my autism is a superpower. I don't really get it, but I've been hearing that a lot lately. And yes, before we get into the meat of this video, I am an autistic man. Believe it or not, there are actually some people out there who have a hard time believing that I'm autistic. Every now and then I'll get someone in my comment section being like, "Oh, you're autistic? Well, you don't seem autistic." And I'm just like, okay, so what do you want me to do? You want me to start seeming autistic? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to walk around going all like, I like anime? Is that autistic enough for you? But yeah, I've been hearing a lot about how autism is supposedly a superpower, mostly from like, normal people. And I feel bad for normal people because they don't know how to communicate with us autistic folks very well. A lot of people say we're the ones who can't communicate with the normal ones, but I say screw that. They're the ones who can't communicate with us. And, one of the things that they prove that by is by saying that we have a superpower. Like, for example, there's this political blowhard guy on TikTok called the Older Millennial. And he got into a debate online with some other political blowhard called, his real name's Harry Sisson, but I guess he just goes by Harry on TikTok. But they had a debate, and I guess the older millennial said something like that, people who are mentally disabled should be, like, thrown off a cliff or something like that. Caused a big controversy. So a bunch of autistic people went up to the older millennial, and he was like, and they were like, I'm autistic. Do you think I should be thrown off a cliff? And the older millennial was like, no, because you autistic folks, you got a superpower. And I was just like, ugh. I would have rather him just say, yes, we should be thrown off cliffs because nothing makes me groan more than being told that I've got a superpower. I don't know. These normal people, I think they think just because, guys like Bill Gates and Elon Musk are on the spectrum, or they watch that movie Rain Man, or because they think Jim Parsons is funny on The Big Bang Theory. I think normal people just have this idea that, all autistic people are like secretly these geniuses that have what it takes to be really successful in life because we're all like super brainy or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, when you say stuff like that, it just comes across as patronizing. When you say stuff like, oh, you've got a superpower, it feels like you're just talking down to some little kid like, oh, isn't that cute? You got a little superpower. What an adorable little superpower you got there. Oh, got your nose. Got your nose. Come get your nose with your little autistic superpower. Yes. Cutesy, cutesy, cute. Aren't you so cute? Ugh. I mean, there are some people who have autism who, like, don't know how to tie their shoes. There are some people with autism who can't communicate verbally, so they don't talk. So it's like, this isn't a superpower. This is a predicament. And sure, there are some people out there who are able to exploit their autism and are able to do some really cool things with it, but by and large, I would not say that it is a superpower, unless being a weird and off-putting person is a superpower, which in that case, I mean, autism's certainly a superpower for me. I mean, I'm just imagining myself in like the Avengers movies, except my superpower is just me being myself and all autistic and stuff. Like, imagine me in Avengers Infinity War. That movie would have been over in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I would have had that movie over. They wouldn't have even had to have made Endgame. All they would have had to do was stick me in a room with Thanos for 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, Thanos would be like, oh, I don't even want the Infinity Stones anymore. Fuck, just get me away from this guy. I would have had that movie over in 10 minutes. I could have saved Iron Man. Spoiler, but he dies in Endgame. Like, I remember one time I was in an Uber, and the Uber driver was one of those annoying Uber drivers who insists on, like, having a conversation with you, when in reality, I just want him to shut up and get me to my destination. So he was having this really forced conversation with me, and I told him that I was autistic, and he was all like, "Oh, you're autistic, huh? So what's your specialty? What's the thing that you're like really good at?" I was like, well, no, I was just kind of like, well, being really bad at talking to people is one of my superpowers. I didn't say that to him, but he found out the hard way. And I was on another Uber ride. This is kind of off topic. It doesn't really have anything to do with autism, but I was in this one Uber ride, and the Uber driver, he spent like the whole ride bitching about how he never gets tips. Like, it was like a 45-minute drive, too. He just kept bitching the whole time. "Oh, I never get any tips. I can do this for a living. I gotta pay the bills. Oh, I never get any tips." So he drops me off at my destination. I'm like, "Okay, I'll give you a nice tip. Bye-bye." And I gave him 1 star, and I gave him no tip. Because my superpower is being a douchebag. You know what superpower I wish I had? You know what superpower I wish I had? I wish I had the gift of flight. What do you say? What do you say, Dusty? Let's switch superpowers. How about I fly and you can be autistic? Huh? You like that? You don't like that? You're cute, so you could get away with having autism. You would still be cute, but you'd still be cute. You don't want autism? No? Asshole. Another thing that annoys me is when other autistic people say that their autism is a superpower. That's another thing I hear a lot from my fellow autists, is when they say, "Oh, my autism's my superpower." And like I said, there are some autists who are able to use their autism to do some cool shit. I didn't realize being unemployed and watching anime all day was a fucking superpower, but you learn something new every day. Anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video. I might piss some people off, but that wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, keep it cringy, everyone.